Hi, my friends. So today I want to talk about second part to um, prophetic dreams about what will happen in November. We are discussing the dreams that Dana Coverstone, the pastor, had recently. He had a lot of dreams this year, and I'm talking about the one that he had about November. He had like I said, he had a lot of interesting dreams, and a lot of people don't talk about those dreams, and a lot of people are wondering if they will come true and will happen. So I'm just giving my thoughts about it, my insight, and hopefully you will find it interesting, maybe helpful, and find out if you like the dreams he had, or if you don't agree with them. Just let me know what you think in the comments. So he saw a calendar open into November. It was torn, it was old, and he saw the trees in the background. The trees were leafless, and some trees were turning. A lot of like it was the sky was gray and cloudy. He saw a finger appear that, and it circled on November calendar. He circled the number three, a few times, and then he started going backwards, like it was clockwise, and then going the other way. Um, he had like a headlines, news headlines. Um, it's a Trump victory challenge, and he saw a lot of riots, protesting, a lot of violence on the streets, and people firing weapons. And then someone was standing with a sign, and he saw a person standing with a sign, and the sign stated, "The obvious winner is not so obvious." That was like a placard that he was holding. Then he saw Pamela Harris, and she was like riding an old-fashioned wagon with Joe Biden sitting on one of the mules in the front. And they had cases of dynamite in their back, like they were driving, and the mules were going fast. He saw Hillary and Trump was on his knees in front of Hillary, and I guess when Hillary stepped away or she fell, Trump ran away, and he went into his car, and while he was running, there was 3 shots fired, and the 3 secret agents who were with him got shot. And the mules were still going fast, and when they all collided, they had a big explosion. I think the explosion, when he saw it, it was mostly the Trump got away, and the big explosion happened then on that portion of his dream. Yeah, that was amazing dream he had. I mean, it's like a movie, so dramatic, so much things that happened in the dream. So after the big explosion happened, he saw a white figure appeared and said, "Ready or not, nation, brace yourself." Then he had another dream. So his other dream was, he saw bright light in the sky and then darkness. He saw many Americans were like in emergency shelters. They were all huddled together. They were cold. They were shivering. There were suitcases all around the place, like they were in some kind of shelter. And people were lying on cots with desperate looks on their faces. He said some were people who were walking around and being encouraging, They were encouragers. They wore like a cross on their chest, and they had hope in their faces, while other people were very distraught. Then he saw businesses that were shattered. He saw gas stations all over in the big cities. He saw a big headline. It stated, "Shock and awe in USA." And then the next one said, "UN steps in to help host nation." UN. And then the nation was quiet, like it couldn't believe what happened, like they were waiting for something else to happen. Then a white figure appeared in white, and he said, "Nation, remain braced, for this calm comes before the gathering storm. The recovery will be hard to find." So that was his dream for the month of November. And I was reading it and I was listening to it, and I was thinking, what could it mean for us as a nation? What could it mean for America? I guess I was thinking like something could happen to, if you look at his dream from earlier, something will happen November 3rd. People will be amazed. Probably there will be some kind of commotion with the winners, and probably some kind of commotion with Joe Biden and Trump, and just everything will be, there will probably be problems. People may be affected by it, and so something will be happening during a November election. Something will be happening. Also, when he said that there's something happened, like a bright light in the sky, and then it was darkness, something can happen that would be put people in emergency shelters. What can happen that can trigger that? Some kind of attack? Some kind of... Because I was thinking, if, for instance, if it would be a natural disaster, could it be a natural disaster that would put people in emergency shelters? That could happen too, because people, and then shock and awe in the U.S. because UN steps in to help the host nation. I mean, that's really shows that something may happen that would trigger some kind of other countries to come and help. Well, that's his dream, and I was just trying to showcase that something may happen in November. Of course, if we pray, so things could be different. I know one person told me that God shows us dreams to prevent something bad from happening. So maybe this is the case as well. If the nation comes together and pray, nothing bad will happen, and everything will go back to normal, and we'll go back to our normal, safe, happy lives, and it will be just fine. I was reading some interesting Bible passages too. Bible verses I wanted to read are, first one is Lamentations 3:37, chapter 3, 37th verse. "Who can speak and have it happen if the Lord have not decreed it? Let us examine our ways and test them, and let us return to the Lord." And then we have Amos chapter 3, verse 6 and 7. "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord will not done it? Surely the Lord who will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants the prophets." And the last verse is from Luke chapter 21 and verse 36. It talks about be always on the watch and pray that you may be able to escape all that is about to happen, and that you may be able to stand before the Son of Man. Hopefully you enjoy this video, and we'll have more videos like this. I am gonna do another one about December and next year, and one will be more about elections specifically. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.